Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Well. Finally, somebody with some power who actually uses the power. Yeah, against Trump. We got Larry Krasner out of Philly. He is the DA over there, man. And Larry says, hey, man, all you ICE people, y'all come here with that thing that y'all did in Minneapolis. It's going to be some problems. Yeah, I'm locking y'all up. Y'all come here acting uncivilized, acting like you ain't got no home training, with all that aggression, trying to bully my people. You going to jail. And I ain't taking no calls from Trump to let you go. Yeah, fam, check it out.
How it works. You commit crimes within the jurisdiction that is the city and county of Philadelphia, I prosecute you. That is how it works. No, I don't take a phone call from the president saying let him go. No, the president cannot pardon you. I'll say it again. The president cannot pardon you. And yes, I will put you in handcuffs, and I will put you in a courtroom, and if necessary, I will put you in a jail cell. If you decide to make the terrazzo floor of this airport anything like what you did in the streets of Minneapolis, which involved the criminal homicide of unarmed, innocent people.
I got to stop right there, fam. I ain't got no problem with that, family. I ain't got no problem with an elected official telling the truth, saying what it is, not playing politics, not being afraid. Yeah. Not running from the boogeyman. You know, Trump, the boogeyman, the orange man is the boogeyman. That's scared to death. So many politicians, they have power, but they're afraid to exercise it because they're afraid of Trump. This is weak, fam. So many of them, they're weak. I'm talking about from city council members to politicians, city council members to congressmen, reps, state reps, senators, judges, even at the highest court, even SCOTUS, fam, they're afraid of this dude. And the cold part is this. He don't have any more power than the people gives him. He has no more power than the people give him. If the people said, I don't even care if you're the president. I'm not going to respect what you're doing. I'm not going to respect what you're saying. Then his power is null and void. It's a wrap. It's over. He only have the power invested in him. That is that the people invest in him. That's it. If all of a sudden today, all FBI agents, any FBI director said, country first, country over people, a country over the president, country over a person, it would be a wrap for him overnight. But you know what it is, fam? It's not just the moral actions or the immoral actions of Trump. It's also a lot of them, they're playing the game because he can help them get some money. They all trying to get to the money. They're trying to get to the money and they're using the American people to do it. This dude came in at like 14 trillion in debt. We're almost $40 trillion in debt now. But this is the guy who was supposed to lower the debt. This is the guy that was supposed to, create this Department of Government Efficiency to save us money. And then he went and built a $300 million ballroom. He's spending hundreds of millions of dollars playing golf. He got a deal worked out with his son to buy $30 million in oil stocks two days before he went to war with oil-rich Iran. He got a son and son-in-law who joined a company, a nuke company, a company that builds drones. Although they have no experience with drones, they joined a company and they got a government contract worth $650 million. To build drones. And coincidentally, we just going to war back to back. We're just having wars back to back. Got to be able to use those drones, right? And you know he getting a cut somewhere. You know his cut coming. He ain't letting nobody get nothing. But you're going to get some action. If you got a plan, you got a big play on some paper, you good, man. You're going to get in. Now is the time. If you ever want to beat the government out of millions of dollars or billions of dollars, if you ever wanted to play, now is the time. But you're going to have to go to him and cut the deal. You got to go to him and his people and cut the deal. They're going to cut the deal, man. It don't matter how dirty the deal is. They are going to cut the deal. This is one DA that said, you're not coming to my city and act like hooligans. And if you do, you're going to jail.
They're not having that here. But let me go back.
Not having it.
To all ICE agents who are going to keep their oath, who are going to follow the law and uphold the Constitution of the United States, thank you for keeping your oath. To any agent who might think about doing it an illegal way, I'll be seeing you in court, and you're not going to like it.
Yeah. So if your intentions are good, if you're an ICE agent and you're going to do your job legally, you're welcome. You're good. You ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you come down with that ignorance, with that uncivilized behavior, that uncivilized mutt behavior that some of you have been known to exhibit, you're going straight to jail. I ain't got no problem with that, fam. I ain't got no problem with that at all. This is the type of dude that we need. This is what leadership looks like. Real leadership looks like. And that's across the board. Even when you know it could cost you some career equity, even when you know somebody's coming at you, somebody that has a lot of power might be gunning for you. They might literally be gunning for him, right? But you stand firm. These are the type of people that it's going to take to turn this country around and, put this country on track, because it's so far off track, fam. The wheels are going to fall off eventually. Some people have said that the wheels have already fallen off, but the wheels are going to fall off. And when it does, it's going to be people jumping off of buildings, because they ain't going to be able to live. They're not going to be able to accept the fact that this world that they knew, this United States that they knew of, is no longer. All of that extra, all that additional free privilege, all that's over. Now you got to work. Now you got to do what everybody else do. Now you got to work on the same level. Now you got to go. Now you got to match. Now it's man to man. There ain't no advantages. Now it's credit score to credit score. Now it's GPA to GPA. Now it's experience to experience. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now it's criminal record to criminal record, or criminal record to no criminal record. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people ain't gonna be able to deal with that. Yeah. They're gonna jump. They are absolutely going to jump. But this is the type of dude that is needed, an Elliot Ness type of dude. This is what it's going to take to restore law and order. But here's the thing. A guy like him, just like with Elliot Ness, they was trying to kill him. At every turn, they was trying to kill him. So he has to make sure that he's on his game. But the way to relieve that pressure is more people like him stepping up. Because if it's easy to take one person down, maybe two, maybe three, maybe four, maybe five. But imagine with all of the DAs that we have in this country, all of the DAs in this country, if all of them, or at least half of them had that type of mentality, they can't get everybody. They're not going to be able to get everybody. And that's way too many crimes to try to cover up. Way too many crimes to try to cover up. They can't do it. That is the only way this country can get back on track, because now, I mean, well, it's already, it's always been ran by hooligans, though. You know, it's always been ran by criminals, if you really want to know the truth. The country has always been ran by criminals. But it's worse now. It's way worse, because they're not even trying to hide it. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.